1,000 hair products and you still got hair problems and you don't know which way to turn. You don't know what you deserve. Late, talk, hair. I got what you deserve. Late, talk, hair. Let's talk hair. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Talk hair. Let's talk hair. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Let's talk hair.
Hey guys, how you doing? Happy Sunday. It is time for Let's Talk Hair. I am your host, Angela H. Brown, and I am happy because I have a wonderful repeat. I'm gonna say Yolanda Rocket is watching. How are you doing? Yo. Me, that's my beautiful sister. We will be in Nashville, Tennessee together, going to see New Edition. I am so excited. We're going to be double dating. Yay. And that's a LOL to Yolanda. Okay, so I got to mess with her. Darlene Ray says, yes, I am in. Welcome, Darlene. As everybody knows, Candace, they know who she is. Darlene, Tavia, they always win in something. So, but today is, we're going to start with the part of the PACC that is talking about coaching. So, our special guest and Yolanda said, no double dating. Whatever, man. But however, I'm so excited because of the fact that we can talk about the PACC and how actually having a coach with you. And you all, we got a lot of announcements because we also are celebrating MAK with Deserve. Yes, as a Black-owned product, we encourage you all to go to our website. I'm going to give you all that information to be able to get your products to start your coaching with the PACC to understand. You don't have to go through watching your hair deteriorate, shed, thin out. And I'm gonna, I have a testimony. Candace has a testimony, and I have a picture up here because this is Miss Johnson, who is a cancer survivor who got her PACC. And when you get your PACC, this is what happens. The picture on the far left is she didn't want to wear a wig. This is how she looked. Picture on the right. That's 4 to 6 weeks later, after her doctor said more than likely, according to the cancer that she had, she probably would never get her hair back. Picture up top is the results. And so we're so glad to have Candace here because, and then we're going to put it back up here later in other pictures just to show you that when you're a part of a PACC, okay, when you're doing your thing, this is what happens. So without any further ado, you all, I want you to welcome Miss Candace Adams. Hi, Candace.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Angie.
Hey, look at her. Y'all, Candace usually have her darn wig on when I'm interviewing. Do y'all remember that burgundy wig? Why? And Candace doesn't have the burgundy wig on, you guys. Okay, and she has taken, because Candace, some people can't take their wigs off, right? Right? Let's keep it real. We're gonna keep it real. We keep it real around these parts because sometimes they can't take their wigs off because of the fact there is what would you say that's involved? If I take my wig off, and I can't take my wig off. I got a little what in. I'm feeling what about myself?
If I'm not taking it off, probably a little
If,
self-conscious. Is
if
that
I
what
can,
you're asking me? Yeah.
if I can't take it off, I got the shame and I'm self-conscious, like you said.
Mhm.
So I mean, don't hold back because I mean, we ain't gonna hold back today. You know, we're gonna just let go because we got to tell the truth. You know, and the truth is it's shameful. It's embarrassing. You know, because imagine if a guy come pick you up and hey Poppy's watching. He said, really? And he picked you up and you had that beautiful, long, gorgeous hair. And then y'all slept together, and then by mistake, your wig slid off.
Mis-
What in the world do you think that man would do? What you think I mean, I just met you, and you went from fine as wine. I kind of thought it was your hair. I thought it was your hair. And we want you. And we're not here, we're not talking about you. Poppy say run. He said he was wrong. He said, he said, he said, he said, he said run. Uh so what do you we're talking to tell us what the PACCC is and how we want to Candace got to take over, y'all. The PACC, she got to give us her testimony, but we're on coaching. So can you tell us a little bit? Hold up, we got somebody. I want to answer that question. Come on, Michelle, answer that question because Perry said Ron. He said Ron. So, uh, and then he also said something else. So Candace, gonna be talking and tell us how did you ever feel embarrassed or ashamed?
Embarrassed? I never felt embarrassed or ashamed. I knew that I had a situation going on that I wanted to have corrected, but I never was embarrassed or ashamed about it. I just knew I needed to work on the situation.
That's why I love you because it's your attitude. You like the movie The Secret. You uh you just you took the high road about it. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
And you had what? What are we lacking? What is you had what? Faith, right?
Right. I wasn't lacking anything. Well, I guess I would say maybe I lacked at first in the beginning a little, self-esteem, but I had to get over that and,
Mhm.
figure out what the situation was, how we could correct it and improve it. And so that's what I'm working on now. I've been coming to you about a year and a half now, and progress has been made. I'm coming in every 2 weeks, getting my treatment, getting the steam treatment, getting the scalp stimulations. I'm coming home and doing the treatments myself on the weeks that I'm not visiting with you. I'm staying consistent with the program. So
Mhm.
with all that, I've seen improvement.
Okay. My beautiful mom said, "What's up, baby?" And I'm gonna tell her, "You got it. Everything is everything." uh, Dinner's at 5, so come on over.
Hi,
So
Miss Margaret.
yes, and Perry Brown said, "What else is fake?" So if you lie about your hair, he wants to know like what else is fake. And we're here to take the shame away. Uh, and we're gonna talk more about the shame because Candace and I don't have the shame, but Candace, we still gotta help people with shame. So we're gonna tap on shame, but we mama speaking to you, Candace. So um, but let's talk about your journey. Like how did you meet these products, meet me. Um, and let's talk about the year and a half journey, because this is where the coaching came in. And let's talk about the part where you was bleeding and disencouraged, and then how we came together.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's let's start with okay, I was experiencing the thinning and the shedding, and I saw the show, and I reached out to Angie, and I was like, "Well, Angie," I said, I know I'm cute now." I said, "But I'm trying to get my sexy back. I'm having some shedding and some thinning." So she came. Well, she told me to come in. We had a consultation, and she examined my scalp and my hair. And I also went to my dermatologist too, to have them to do a biopsy to see if they could find out what else was probably going on internally. And that's when I was diagnosed with some. Oh, let me get my initials right. A a form of alopecia. I lost my train of thought.
CC, I think it's CC.
CCCA. Yeah, 3C. CCCA. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And with that form of alopecia, it is possible that your hair may not grow back, but if it is detected early in the early stage, you do have hair coming back. You do have the possibility of hair growth, and that's what I have been. That's what I have been experiencing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and what else did you want me to talk about? You asked me about
They
this.
need a testimony.
Look, this derma roller here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My my experience with the derma roller, because I guess I was like maybe in like a desperate desperate state, and I was like, I want my hair to grow back so fast, and I'm finna do this and I'm finna do that. So I was thinking the more the I would help the situation. So I'm putting my little elixir oil on my hair, rubbing it in, get my derma roller, rubbing it. Next thing I know, I'm touching in my scalp. I called Angela back. I said, "Angie," I said, "Now I'm doing this how you telling me to. Got my fingers sprayed it, rolling it here, rolling in there." I said, "My scalp ain't supposed to be bleeding these." She said, "Girl, nah." She said, "You applying too much pressure." I was thinking to myself, I'm trying to get this scalp open so this hair can shoot on up out of here, and I'm about to have blood flowing everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's where Angela helped me with the coaching. I was not doing the process in the correct way, and she had to coach me on how to do that.
Candace, let me show them a little bit. Hopefully, I can show them. This is her now. She came yesterday, and I just went through her head, and this is the back because she don't really see her hair. So I had to calm it down and show her um her hair. I'm like, and I'm pulling, and I'm showing her like not anything the all through her head, and showing her um up, and that her hair has really started to really respond and grow. So when we're talking about coaching, Candace, what are the odds for people to be able to, what would you say to someone out there who has given up, can't figure it out? Deserve offers the coaching. We offer the PACC, but what would you say to a person who is still like, if me and you trying to pull their wig off and they still holding on? That's just a vision. Sometimes people are holding on because let's walk in their shoes. They have been so disappointed from products not working. So let's walk in their shoes a little bit. What would you say to that person who needs some coaching, but the process they are afraid to go through? They're afraid.
I would say If what you're doing is not working, you need to, I would say, try Angie products, try the Deserve products. She's there. She'll go over the products with you on how to apply the products. She will coach you. But one thing you have to do is be consistent. You can't say, well, let me try Deserve products, and then within 3 or 4 weeks you're not seeing anything, and say, well, it ain't working for me. I'm gonna try this, or I'm gonna go back to that. You have to find you a regimen, and you have to stick with it. You have to be consistent. You have to be patient. And if you don't think it's coming along, maybe you have to go back to get the coaching, because maybe you're not applying the products the correct way.
Yeah, I love that because that gives someone hope. Now, I had a person call me yesterday and she said, I want to make an appointment. And she said, I'm your customer. And I said, I don't know how you my customer. I don't even know your name, And but she came once. She came for a consultation and she came once. And but she knew from the consultation, and she knew from the first time I did it that it worked. So she called back because now she ready for the PACC. you know. So sometimes be all right if you fall off the horse. Be all right. But know that when you fall off, uh we're kind of like, we're not God, we're like his angels. We're still gonna forgive you and let you come on back in. Now, like Candace, how you're wearing your hair, I'm just in awe because there was a time you didn't have no edges, you know. And how do you, I mean, I know you say, you're beautiful, you got a wonderful house and husband and kids, got all this stuff, and you're just a good Christian woman. But I know it had to do something for your self-esteem, and it had to do something for your personality to enhance, to know that you're in the right direction, you know, and to know that what does it do when you see something, even dermatologists sometimes can't help you. Did you ever seek out a dermatologist and get no results?
Well, I went to the dermatologist to see to see what was going on, to see if I could get some kind of more information. But at one point they did prescribe me some tropical ointment to use on my scalp, and they asked, like, was my scalp like itchy and all this type of stuff, and I really didn't have a problem with my scalp being itchy. But maybe they, I think the ointment was for like inflammation, to like soothe inflammation on my scalp, but it really didn't do anything.
So hair growth was not a part of
The ointment
what.
that I was using,
Mhm.
no.
Okay, so and I pointed that out because I want to say that sometimes people are actually in higher positions, and this is no shade on nobody, but sometimes people are just in higher positions, and I want to say trust God over the fact that, okay, I went to the dermatologist and didn't get any help. I want you to still trust the fact that still the journey, still stay on it, because just because they're a dermatologist or a trichologist does not mean that they'll have all the answers, Now, I know a trichologist is going to, most of them that I know, they're going to go the extra mile for you, you know. Hey Janice, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for joining, Janice. We're talking about coaching with the PACC. So which is the product application coaching with consistency. And so, but I know sometimes people in higher places can tell you, yes. Oh, what you got, girl? You sipping on a dessert glass? What's your dessert glass? Come on, come on. Give it up, give it up, give it up. You got your dessert diva glass. Look at she got her. She ready, y'all. What you say? She ready, you know. So, but yes, sometimes the passion, the person that's gonna really go hard for you is the one who can admit, I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna find out. You know, back in the day, I've been doing hair for 36 years, and I used to pray, and well, I still do. But back then, I was still praying. Jesus was doing my French rolls. Jesus was doing my weaves. Jesus was growing hair, and he still is. I put him in all of that. And that's what we led up. That's why we got all these products now, is because he had a bigger plan for me. And the bigger plan was to help others. And I remember praying, saying, God, I want to grow the entire world hair one strand at a time. I want to save strands. And see, I planted that seed years ago. See, and then now the harvest is taking somebody like this, taking somebody like that, and then being able to see the smile on someone's face that is this person is in their late 60, early 70s. Now they're in their early 70s. I mean, mid 70s, I'm sorry. And to take somebody who's in their 70s, because a lot of people give up on people who are um, over 60. They give up on them because they say, you know, um, you're supposed to lose your hair anyway, you know, and they give up on it, you know. So the coaching that we're doing is to get you, even my sister Yolanda, I started seeing her hair a little bit thin at the top. I hope she don't mind me saying it, but her hair is just turned around because I said no. Uh, you know, you are gonna get your hair back. And genetic wise, her hair wants to flow into those people in the 50s and kind of thin out. Yolanda has to have treatments. All of us have to have treatments, but her hair is different. Her hair knows when it's not being treated. So I have to make sure that her hair is being nurtured and treated. And I watch it when I see her, I call her out on it. I don't let my sister just, you know, just be like, well, I want to be the sister with all the hair. No, I make sure, that I call her out on it. Because I see my aunts. They all, a lot of their hair, they thinning out, they putting the big heavy wigs on and braids and some of them can't even wear braids no more. It's so thin. They gotta just put a wig on it. And this is not to insult them, but they have somebody who can help them, but they don't want to go through a PACC. And so that's why coaching is so important, is because people don't, first of all, they don't want to spend money and they don't want to spend time and they don't have the faith. So you got to start with, when you're dealing with a coach, you got to, first off, you got to let go of the people that did you wrong. And the people that did you wrong is the people in your past. So you got to wipe that slate clean. And then you got to go straight to what can help. Like I did a client yesterday, and she came to me. I'm not gonna say her name, but her name is Angel. And so
Don't say a name.
I ain't gonna say her name, but anyway, Angel had traction, alopecia. And we know what do we know about traction alopecia, Candace?
We know they can thin your hair out, and it come from pulling and tugging and stress on that hair and scalp.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes dermatologists tell you what?
It's alopecia. It's not gonna grow back.
Boom. It is not gonna grow back. Now, this her hair now. Now they said it's not gonna grow back, right?
That's what they say.
That's what they say. And that's all that hair, all that hair don't grow. And I mean, she's sitting on uh and this is her right here. All that hair. And now we're just working on a little piece, like right up in here. She got all her edges. She don't even need to um use a derma roller around her edges anymore, like you, Candace. She now has a lot of hair that is growing at the all through her head. And then I said, we're gonna treat the entire head. So her entire head hair is starting to grow. So anybody out there, if you have any questions, um, Michelle Carpenter, you got any questions, or anybody out there? A lot of people be watching, but they're listening, they're praying for their question to be answered. But do you have any question that you want to ask me, Candace? I wanted to bring Candace on because I didn't know how she was gonna wear her hair, because I know she'll put that wig on, and and she showed up without any shame, and she was able to show her hair. A lot of people, I've seen people now, how Candace got her hair swooped, and now they have to swoop so far back. I mean, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. They can't bring it forward, because, and it's not a dig on anybody, because I can help you, baby. So I can talk about it, but it's just not a dig on you. It's the fact that I looked it up. Over 53 million men have lost their hair, and over 45 million women are thinning and balding. That is high numbers. And how many of that 53 million men and 45 million women, how many of those people, Candace, do you think? Hey T, how you doing? You ready for your test? Okay. T is the owner of Slay Beauty Supply, you all, in Nashville, Tennessee, serving the Nashville area, and Black owned. So I don't know if she has MAK deals for you. I'm sure she does. So Black owned business, shop with Slay Beauty Supply on the MLK Day. Uh, and so, uh, but she says she's ready to. She's gonna also get certified, you guys. So you're in the Nashville area, she'll be able to help teach you a class and give you more insightful information on the serve professional hair care products. So, but yes, um, so Candace, so tell us, out of those 45 million women, how many of those do you think carry the shame, trying to get help? How many do you think the one, or just have given up?
Uh, a great percentage of them. I'm not gonna say all of them, but probably about a majority.
Wants to do what? Give up?
Do they? Ask me, do they want to get up or have they given up?
Have they given up?
Well, I hope they haven't. If
But we
they,
gotta talk. Real talk is, we know they have, you know, because we see we see them. What's that stuff they be wearing? We see them with they crochets. We see them with their sister locks, and they don't think they're supposed to treat their hair or turn this thing around, even when they're wearing protective styles. They can. So we gotta be able to coach these people, to get people understanding that they can. I saw somebody, and I was going, that's Lord help me. I'm gonna still reach out to the person. They did beautiful work on IG, and they were showing all their stuff on their sister locks. But I noticed the sister locks, the scalp was so far apart. And so last week we had shown how the damage from the sister locks, how badly the scalp was. You are doing when they're developing CCCA, alopecia, and traction alopecia. You are not only destroying the hair, you also destroying what, Candace?
The scalp, those hair follicles.
You tearing it up, ripping it up, you know. And then after I had somebody who actually, they inboxed me and they said, somebody, your products have grown my hair back, but the person that did my crochets, she texted me and said, you ready to get them redone? She said, but before I started using her products, I told her all my locks started sliding out my head. How could I get it done if my hair has fallen out? See, it's gonna come to a point in life that the wigs are gonna outnumber the braids and any type of sew-ins, because of the fact that there's not gonna be much to hold on to, you know. Because if I don't have nothing to sew,
And
and if I don't have nothing to sew, I'm gonna have to throw a wig on.
you know what I'm thinking about? This is crazy. But you said the person shaved their hair off to put the lace front on because they had a George Jefferson.
Had to George Jefferson shave the top of their hair off like they was a man. And I saw this, and the lady, usually back in the day, our customers, because Candace, you was a hairstyle. Our clients would have got up and whooped our tail, beat us for shaving their hair off like George Jefferson. And then she slapped their lace front on. Oh, it was good and flat. It was good and flat. And the lady, after she did her hair, she just swung her little hair around and stuff. I want to say, baby, if you die soon, you're gonna have to die with the wig on. I mean, you have to be in the wig, you got to put a wig on in the coffin. And she was young. She wasn't old. And she had hair at the top. The lady just shaved her off like a man and put some little pasty stuff on it and glued glued that stuff down, and then probably charged her some, and she said, girl, everybody, we walk out the, beauty shop, everybody like to, girl, where you going? Where you at? And I was like, I wish that the police could lock up some of these hairstylists out there and some formal charges, because we have taken out so much hair on our customers. And hair care lines have also contributed to it, because of the fact once they become million and billion dollar companies and they're trying to fill these orders online through social media, e-commerce, and all these Amazon and all this, they start taking out important ingredients. Once they start taking out important ingredients, they give you something in place of it. They give you smell and perfumes. And then you keep using, they still give you a little bit of that ingredient. But over a period of time, it becomes just a maintenance product, because it's not helping you grow your hair anymore. I have a client, and she said, well, how come your client's hair is growing and mine not? I said, because you use the other D. I'm not going to say that hair care line, because we don't do that. But I said, my D is called Deserve, and you use the other hair care line. I said, it smelled good. It detangles your hair, but it don't do anything else for you. So her hair at that time was about right here. It was just sitting about right here. So I just kept, so she, oh, and it wasn't overnight. It wasn't overnight. It just started growing. And once it started, she transferred over to Deserve products, and her hair just started growing and growing. And then I um I told her because she wears her hair kind of up a lot, and I said I'm gonna shoot a photo of how long your hair is. And she said, well, I don't really know how long my hair is. I said, well, let me shoot a photo. So um hopefully I can get to this photo, as we're talking. But Candace, in coaching, at any point, share with us where you ever disencouraged yourself, and did you ever have to just incorporate God in it and pray, and how did you feel about coaching? Do you feel coaching works for you?
Yes, I feel coaching works for me. How did I feel? Well, like I said at first, when I came and got the consult, got my products, came home and was using them, and I guess because I was, like I said, like desperate, like if I if I do it like this right here, I'm gonna see results quicker, faster, and sooner. But at that time, I was actually doing more harm than I was trying to help my self, because when I was using the derma roller so hard, piercing my scalp, that was like damaging and putting, I would say, like sores in it, and that wasn't what my intentions was on doing. So like you had to coach me. I had to take a step back because I was trying to be so anxious, and I knew that it didn't happen overnight, didn't thin out overnight, and should have known it wasn't going to just pop back out overnight. And so I just try to stay positive, um, prayerful, also patient. You know, um, that's it. Stay consistent with it.
Yeah, so once again, to verify, coaching does work, but it works only if you clear your mind, you're 100% aboard, and coaching works if you are dedicated to the mission. Darlene Ray says, how much hair loss is considered normal? How much hair loss is considered normal? Um, Darlene, the hair um, will shed. There has been so many different people that has actually, from trichologists to dermatologists to hairstylists. T. McCullum said, yes, consistency is key. Amen. But what at one point we were taught you would lose 35 strands a day. Some people say 45 strands a day. Some people say 85 strands. I think that is way too high. Um, some people say um, that you may lose 25 strands, but sometimes normal strands, like if you have your hair braided up and you see some shedding, that doesn't mean because your hair is braided up that it's not going to shed at all. So if you get 35 or 45 strands, that is okay because it really has hit every area of your head. But when you're getting strands just coming from a specific area, see, we get strands that's coming just from our edges when we're losing hair, our crown area, and nothing else is shedding really bad. So when we're getting a lot in an area, that's when we got to pay attention to it, because that area is either we're dealing with inflammation, or We're dealing with some type of abuse that we've inflicted on ourselves. Because you got some people that may use a certain type of edge control that is high in alcohol, and they're constantly pulling their edges down, and it's pasty and it's pulling their edges out. That's not normal shedding. That's you inflicting shedding on yourself. And then we have sometimes when we do relaxers, we do them too early, and we constantly beating our scalps and you know leave it in. Sometimes I remember back in the day, customers would at right when I say go to the shampoo bowl, they go and take a restroom break so they can just sit in there and standing there and beat their own scalp and make sure it's boned out, and then they come down. So that's inflicting, that is causing your hair to be over processed, and that can cause some shedding. So normal shedding can be just um I would say 35 to 45 strands, but when you're going past that, but also when hair is excuse me, is coming out, you also need new hair coming in.
Angel, may I say something, please?
Sure, yeah.
On the hair loss, how much hair is considered normal when the hair is shed? I don't think many of us, when we comb and brush our hair, that we look account how many strands of hair that we see to consider normal. But I do believe that if you've noticed that when you're combing and brushing your hair, there is more hair in that comb or brush than it has been, then that is a shedding problem that you need to talk to your stylist with. Also, if you wear protective styles and you're not combing your hair through, that you might think that when you take your braids down or release your hair from that protective style, that your hair is shed or it's falling out because so much is coming out. But you have to consider that each day you comb and brush your hair, it sheds. So if you have your hair in a protective style with braids or something like that, and you haven't combed your hair in for 6, 8 weeks, that of course there's going to be more hair shedding from just a normal day that you comb or brush your hair.
Okay. Did that make sense to you, Darlene? Or anybody out there that's listening? Um, hair needs moisture. Hair needs tension and moisture. Scalps need stimulation. You have to not abandon the scalp. And every now and then, try this, you guys, so you'll know whether you're in a salon or you're out of salon. I did this last night, um, yesterday evening when I was doing my hair. I peeled my scalp at the top area open because in my family we lose hair um, mainly up through the crown area. I peeled it open and I looked to see how the follicles were far apart. That's when I know what type of treatment to give myself. Like if your follicles are spreading far apart, this is one of them. The protection strand is good because it'll stop and rebuild the hair. It's aminocyclistin. This is plant based, so it'll help stop the actual shedding. So this is your 911. Now, if we got minimum shedding, but we have a lot of buildup, because sometimes I could use Darlene. Sometimes she come in because she love the elixir, but sometimes I have to remove excessive oil because I don't want to block any treatment she gets that it needs to work on her behalf. So I have to make sure that she is actually getting treatments, but I have to remove anything. She got the apple cider because I had to make sure, and then she got it steamed. I had to make sure that I was removing anything that will not block her shedding. So I said, I've got to be, intentional about making sure that I'm giving her the right. So every time a client come in, I try to think of a cocktail for them or something for them. But because I was out sick, with COVID, a lot of my customers that came in was due for their plant-based. Like I got my new food treatment, and a lot of us got it too. And so and I knew I needed that to add some strength because I had been wearing hair clips. And I said I want to make sure, and that's what we have to do is a part of your coaching is to make sure that you are triggered and intentional in coaching. It means that you will be intentional for getting the things that you're supposed to get on a timely basis, on a timely basis. And then you take that coaching and you realize that, hmm, maybe I could have done something different. Like I get clients every now and then say, I just curl my hair 2 or 3 times a week. Do you know in a year span, you would chop half of your thickness off your head just from hitting those curls. If you let the heat go, because once I curl my hair, it don't hit no more heat until I do it again. That's it. I use warm water. Like I had a curl over here and I had a curl over here that didn't take. The products have what we call is memory. Oh, I had a curl up here. And so what we call is memory. So what I do is take a little warm water, and sometimes I take a little dab of the deserve what are you foam wrap, and then and I take a little dab, a little water. Sometimes just do water and warm water because it keeps the products in the shaft, and then I just roll it up, continue with getting dressed or doing my makeup and walk and let the natural, I don't have it soaking wet. I just have it damped a little bit. And then I pull the rollers out and it blended right in. Over a period of time, you're going to get a stench because you're going to be burning the products in your hair, bring it up to the surface. So what coaching does is make you understand that what you're doing is going to take it to another level. You're either going to every year gain more hair, be at a standstill, or um, you're going to start losing your hair. So coaching allows you to understand which level you can be. Yeah. So, does anybody have any questions? Because we're gonna wrap it up, and where you can understand what our PACC is all about, and then to bring the picture up again. This is what results from good coaching is giving you the products, the application, and now we're on the segment of coaching and helping you. This lady could not be helped if she wasn't coached, if she did not know uh, what products to use, when to use it, and how to use it. What's that noise in the background? I don't know what that is. But yeah, this is what coaching is all about. So I want you all to understand. So um Candace, you got anything to add to that? Because we can go and wrap up.
No, I don't, Angela.
You good?
I'm good.
So those of you that were just kind of tuning in, uh, Candace is I would say, a survivor, and she still has some hair goals. Uh, she's working towards her journey. She came from traction alopecia and really CCCA alopecia, and so she has really worked. I must say, very hard, harder than maybe I would even be, so she's worked very hard. And so with working hard, the payoff is great, you know. And so if I notice something about my hair and I'm losing hair, I've got to do something about it. So as we close, next week we'll be talking about consistency and how consistency, and we're going to have a little sneak video next week of people who are actually very, very consistent, and just a video of them. So we are excited about that, as the week grows. I'm excited. So we're going to move into better grounds of this year, 2022, of people actually getting what they deserve and getting those hair goals and driving it home with hair tools and good products, when to use them, how to use it, what their texture is all about, and shedding. Even in shedding could occur more when your hair wet. It can occur when your hair dry. It can occur when you're sleeping. It can occur when you're working out, after you work out. So there's things that you can get coached about, so you know the timing, when to use it, what products to use, and when I'm working out and I'm pulling a lot of stuff out of my body, what can I put back into my hair that's coming out of my hair? So it's just so much that you can learn from um, these products, and just being accountable. We're celebrating the MLK Day week. We want you to get your discounts. So you want to go to deservehealthyhair.com. We're giving away, not giving away, but giving you 20 or 25% off of your products over $49.99. And so a lot of people are getting their products. So we're just encouraging you to go ahead and get started. If you want to know the best bundle to get, I would say the regrowth system, because that gives you the hair tool, but it gives you um, this apple cider conditioner, elixir, shampoo, and derma roller. It gives you the derma roller as well. So we come into a level of uh, we do our giveaway. Candace, you have a question for them?
Okay. My question would be,
Give them a good one.
I'm thinking. Coaching. We discussed coaching today. My question would be, what are the benefits of coaching? Do I need to repeat it, Angie?
I'm gonna write it out for them.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing it now.
Two, at least two. Two benefits of coaching.
Okay, what are the benefits of coaching, right?
Yes.
Okay, I put what are the benefits of coaching? Michelle McDaniel said, learn how to properly take care of your hair and learn how to apply the products.
Yes.
Okay. Janet says, okay, we Michelle, you are one of our winners, and learning about your hair and what to do. Yeah, that's
Yes.
definitely. um so we have two winners. Let me go over here and see if we have a third winner, because we definitely have two winners. And y'all know how we roll. We want y'all to say congratulations to our winner. But let's see. Let's just see if we got anybody else. Okay. Darlene's over here. So uh, Darlene says to increase proper use and knowledge of products and build confidence.
What is Darlene saying again?
She says to increase proper use of the products and knowledge of the products and to build confidence.
Okay.
So
Is that
I
Darlene?
yeah, I like the ending to Darlene's because she said and build confidence
Mm-hmm.
because that really um gives me that hope of what I want people to learn. Coaching adds confidence. Coaching adds confidence. And Michelle says she also liked that answer too. I really like that answer because it can, I like Michelle, Janice, and Darlene's. I can almost bundle that up, you know. So that gives the actual confidence is key. And once you learn that confidence, um, it also restores your actual, um, it gives you hope again, you know. So I like that as well. So are we good?
We are good.
All right. So we're gonna hand clap them, congratulate them. We got Michelle, we have Janice, and we have Darlene, who actually won the answers. And we thank you all. And Michelle knows that we congratulate them. And so, uh, Janice, do I have your address? Do I have your address? If not, I'm gonna go over to your page, or you come up. You can message me on Deserve Healthy Hair, or go to Angela Hughes page and give me your address if I don't already have it. Um, and so make sure because Michelle and Darlene know I got hers, theirs. Janice, I'm not. I think I don't know if I do. So just let me know, and then we can get your products over. But you guys, we got our three winners. We also want to thank our special guest. And y'all, I asked her at the last minute because it was in my spirit. I really felt I do. I needed her for this. She said, "No, you don't. I need it. I need your address." Um, you go up to Deserve Healthy Hair on Facebook. Let me see what Janice. She's coming from Facebook. Well, you can go to my Angela Hughes page. You're already on there. I need your address because you got to get your prize. I got to ship your prize out to you. But I just want to thank Candace. Candace is always there for me, whether it's a personal issue, or whether it's a celebration issue, or whether it's a deserved issue. She's always there. And I want to encourage you all because we want to keep this brand alive. I want you to go on our deservehealthyhair.com page and do a review. A lot of times I'm asking for reviews and I get minimal reviews. Reviews help people out there that have different pockets to be able to notice us and know that these products are working and y'all are happy. I didn't know that people cared about y'all being that happy. So make sure y'all give us a review, whether it's on Google or it's on Deserve. Give us a review. Michelle Carpenter said, "Good job, Candace. Great show, Angela. Go Deserve." Thank you, Michelle. Michelle been rocking with us for quite some time, so we really appreciate her. And but Candace, thank you. Any lasting words or quotes or anything you want to encourage somebody with before we go?
Like I always say, Angie, you always see me type it in the chat. Trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
Trust the
Mm-hmm.
process.
Mm-hmm. Trust the process is everything. And then my famous quote is The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. So plant that seed and watch God grow your tree of life, which is your hair. Also, a requested movie that you should see. It's called The Shack. The Shack. SHACK. Octavia that played in Madam C.J. Walker. You have to watch The Shack because it will build up your confidence. It'll help you with grieving. It'll help you with forgiving. It'll help you in life to see what God truly wants for you and that He really is a good God. And He really is a God who blesses and He's good. So that's on my heart to tell you all because we're kind of a little bit snowed in, but not. It's melting. But if you want to spend some time with your family, get your babies on the couch, get your favorite snacks, and sit down, pour yourself a glass of wine or whatever, and just watch The Shack and watch something that will that will digest through your body, and that will really be great for you. Janice said she's seen it. She's seen it and loved it. I watched it 4 times, and I just keep telling everybody. And see, she's watched it, so she knows how good it is. But God, I thank you for giving me this crowd. Candace, thank you for coming in, and I thank everybody else. Candace has congratulated all of you guys, and remember that everyone deserves a second chance at healthy hair. God bless you, and happy Sunday.
Talk hair, let's talk hair, talk hair to me, talk hair to me, talk hair to me, talk hair to me. Let's talk.